Okay, so this is Paul Jang, and today we're going to do a case study with land investing, how you can make $10,000 per month being in the land investing niche. Okay, so I'm going to start, we'll do two cases. The first case that we'll do is we'll start with a how to build up a passive income stream that is reliable and will bring you $10,000 per month, without you having to do anything, right? So after you do the work, you won't have to do anything after that, okay? So it goes kind of like this. Generally for every passive income deal, I'll say on average it's about $250 per month. Sometimes it's $100, sometimes it's $150. Sometimes we have people paying, $400, $500, $600 a month. But let's say on average it's $250. I feel like that's kind of what people kind of like to pay. But if you think about it, at $250 per month, you need about 40 of those deals, right, to get to $10,000 per month. Did I do that math right? I think I did. Okay, so 250, if you want $10,000, you need 40 deals. Okay, so here's how that works, right? Basically, you find a piece of property for 25 cents on the dollar for land. So you get a $20,000, what's worth $20,000, you get it for $5,000. And so you pay cash for that $5,000 property. Okay, there's other strategies where you don't have to pay, there's things you can do there. But for this example, let's just say there's a property that's worth $20,000, and you buy it for $5,000. Okay, once you get the $5,000 property under your name, you sell it to someone else. And what you do is, because it's worth $20,000, you can put it on the market for, let's say you want a faster sale. Let's say you put it out for $18,000. And what you do is you ask for a $5,000 down payment. Okay, let me stop right there, right? What we basically did is you bought something for $5,000, in this case land, that's worth $20,000, and you sold it for $18,000 and you got $5,000. Okay, as soon as that transaction happened, what happens is you got your money back, right? So you paid $5,000, then you sold it to another guy. You asked for the down payment, $5,000. You got that $5,000, and then you are making the rest of that amount of money. The difference of that, the principal amount, is $13,000 over an extended period of time. Let's say 6 years, and you average, whatever amount of years that they want. I don't really focus on it, right? But it's like between $100 to $500 per month. When you do that, and you charge interest on it, I like to go for 6. Some people like do 8, 9, and I've seen people do 10, 11, 12%. It's that's crazy. That's usury levels. But there's some people that do that. I like 6% because it's I just feel like that's fair for everyone, right? But you're able to capitalize on those two things. Your $13,000 that you will get over 5-6 years and get 6% interest on that. That's really good. Okay, and you just do that over and over again, and you do it for 40 deals, and that's it. You made $10,000 per month, 40 times. Okay, so with that said, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, right? It's it takes time to find a deal, get the deal, and then find the buyer, sell it to the buyer, and you do your paperwork. Overall, the amount of time that I actually spend doing a deal is probably 2 hours, and that 2 hours is kind of for multiple deals, all right? Because when I actually get search for deals, I'm not just, targeting one, I'm targeting a lot of different people. And usually I'm getting multiple deals at, within that, hour or so of work that I'll do. And then with that time, the rest of the time is just, putting it out onto the internet and finding some interest. And some people will say, hey, like, what's it about? Like, and I'll tell them the deal and they'll say yes or no. It's kind of it. Like, it's really like overall about like 2 hours of work per deal for me. And you only need about 40 deals. So you do the math on that, and that's pretty amazing. Okay, here's another way. I like to go the passive income stream because like what really happens is like you get that amount of money and you keep reinvesting it into more land, or you know purchase a house or something, get into rentals or something, multifamilies and stuff. Like the other way that I want to go over, another case example, we kind of went the passive income stream, and that's how like you're able to get to $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month. Okay, the other side of this is you kind of go the cash route, and what happens is, let's do the same example. You purchased it for $5,000, what's worth $20,000, right? And you put it out in the internet. Hey, here's a great deal, $18,000 for this piece of land that's worth like 20. Like I'm like really conservative, so like for some people they'll consider that worth more than 20. But like it's like of my bottom line, I've made it like cheaper, right? So like what happens is like some people, right? You like will be okay with getting into the monthly payments because they don't have the full amount like cash, but you'll find some cash buyers, and what will happen is like they'll come to you and they'll say, hey, I'm not okay, like I just want to pay cash, and you'll negotiate, and they'll say like something like, hey, would you take like 14? It's like, yo, come on, 14, and then how about like I'll do it for 16,500, right? And like you'll get into some kind of negotiating, and let's just say you run at the $15,000 number, right? What you've done is you've bought land for $5,000 and then sold it to another guy for $15,000, right? And your profit margin there, if you do $15,000 minus the $5,000, what you made is $10,000 from that one deal. So if you do that every month, what you've done is made $10,000 per month, right? I just like the passive income route. I suggest you do both, right? You do the cash deals and you also do your passive income deals, because like, at a certain point, it doesn't seem like a lot, but 250, like the 150, like you like average out to 250, 300, $200, depending on your deals and your deal structure. But what will happen is like over time that becomes like a sizable amount of money, like just coming in residually. But like, hey, if someone's gonna offer you cash, like, hey, you go take that cash, and then get the $10,000, and then like, hey, go on a trip, or hey, reinvest it into getting more land and kind of accelerating that growth, right? Because the more land you have, the more property you're able to share with other people, and the more deals you're able to get, right? So it's kind of like, hey, you can take that money, or you can kind of like reinvest and like build it up, right? Because it's pretty awesome, right? Like $10,000, you reinvest it. Let's say you do the same deal, like that's another $5,500. You can get more cash deals with it. Let's say we doubled. Let's just say we doubled, like $5,000. That's a sizable amount of cash. But if not, like you do your passive income deals, you buy the land and ask for that amount of money, right, in your down payment, right, from the seller, and you get that money, reinvest it, and you keep building it over and over again. And that's kind of like the land investing model. And those are your two case studies. This is Paul Jiang. I hope this is insightful and helps you, and you kind of think about land investing as a possible business venture. All right, take care. Have a good one.